As patients, carers, members of the Philippine Alliance of Patient Organizations, we breathe disease and death every day.
It is a struggle on all fronts, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially.
It has its disappointments, but also high points, as we encountered kind, healing souls along the way. But just when we thought we had it tough, COVID-19 made our fears bigger and deeper.
We cannot afford another disease, nor can we afford to put up a fight on all fronts. This is not our fear alone. Never in the history of mankind that there has been a disease that destroyed and disrupted so many lives and hope all over the world.
The COVID-19 vaccine is offering us hope. It is not perfect, but at this moment, it is our best chance to stop living in fear and to start living in hope.
This will not work if only a few of us chose to be vaccinated. All of us need to get the vaccine because no one is safe until everyone is safe.
PAPO stands solidly with experts and advocates for COVID-19 vaccine. We invite you to join this call of unity as we launch Bakuna Now Na to address the infodemic and help increase vaccine acceptance.
Never in our history has there been a more urgent call to stand united, get vaccinated, so together we can overcome COVID-19.
Bakuna, now na! Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna, now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna Now Na!
Bakuna! Now na!
Bakuna, now na!
When it comes to how many kids Filipino couples want to have and how many kids they end up having, meron tayong nakikitang pattern. Parents usually end up with one child more than what they initially wanted. At ang pinakamahihirap na pamilya, sumusobra pa sila ng dalawa. Pag mas malaki ang pamilya, mas lumalaki rin ang posibilidad na maging mahirap ang pamilya. Poverty leads to children growing up not reaching their full growth and productivity potential. Responsible parenthood and family planning is one of the 3 program components of the Philippine Population Management Program. Tugon ito sa pangangailangan para sa epektibong pagpaplano ng pamilya. RPFP has 3 goals: 0 unmet need for modern family planning, pataasin ang paggamit ng modern contraceptives to 65%,
at maiwasan ang di inaasahang pagbubuntis,
lalong-lalo na para sa mga mahihirap na kababaihan. Sa RPFP, matutulungan ang mga couples na ma-achieve ang tamang pag-aagot ng pagbubuntis at ang bilang ng gusto nilang maging anak na kayang bigyan ng maayos na tahanan at kinabukasan. Paiigtingin ng kampanya para maipatupad ang Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Law at Executive Order No. 12 sa mga lokal na pamahalaan. We'll use communication campaigns to promote responsible parenthood and family planning, natural man o artificial methods, upang tumaas ang demand para rito, especially among poor women and families. Ilalapit natin ang reproductive health services at contraceptive commodities sa mga mahihirap na komunidad para ma-access ng sino mang gustong magplano ng pamilya ang family planning method na hiyang sa kanila. With the Responsible Parenthood and Family Planning Program of the Philippine Population Management Program, we'll make sure that couples and individuals have the knowledge and support they need to start the family of their dreams. Empowering Filipino families.
Labanan ng COVID-19, ang kailangan natin ay tama at totoong impormasyon, hindi fake news. Huwag ka agad maniniwala sa nababasa at naririnig. Ang pagkalat ng mga maling paniniwala tungkol sa COVID-19 ay nagdudulot ng panik, takot at maling desisyon. Laging i-double check kung saan nanggaling ang nabasa o narinig. Maging mapanuri at i-share lamang ang tamang impormasyon. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
Patuloy pa rin ang laban natin sa COVID-19. And together, we can beat the solusyon.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Isanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Sumistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
B-I-D-A. Be the solusyon sa COVID-19.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome again to another episode of Alaga Health Live. I'm your host, Dr. Dexter Galban. And today, ang sineselebrate natin ay ang ating National Breastfeeding Awareness Month. We have entered the month of August. And of course, hindi makukumpleto ang ating Alaga Health Live kapag hindi natin kasama ang ating mga resident medical experts at of course, ang ating mga advocacy partners. At pagdating dyan, umpisahan na natin. Unang-una sa lahat, nako, napaka-important member to ng Alaga Health team coming up with her own show very, very soon as part of the Alaga Health Live series. No, none other than our resident celebrity doctor, our resident psychiatrist, no? Our psychology and psychiatry specialist, Dr. Joan Perez-Rifareal. Good evening, Doc Joan. I think he is right now. Good evening, Joan. Can you hear us? Oh, it looks like she's having a little bit of connection problems. Of course, hindi naman nakukumpleto din ito pag hindi natin kasama ang ating resident primary care physician, none other than Dr. Jucille Roderos. Good evening, Doc.
Good evening, Doc Dex, and good evening po sa ating mga manonood. Thank you again for inviting me, and for having this show. Naku, we're celebrating Breastfeeding Month, right? Yeah, so yung sa mga mommies po na nanonood sa atin, I hope po that they are able to learn a lot from this session. This is something that is very close to my heart because, one of the things that we want to push for, especially in nutrition and in taking care of the health of our babies is, breastfeeding. So I'm sure marami po tayong matututunan, and not just the mommies but the dads as well. So thank you very much, Alaga Health. I'm excited.
Thank you, Doc V, no? And of course, eto, nandito na ata siya. Hello, Doc Joan. I think you're now with us. Perfect.
Yes. Good evening, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via. Thank you very much for having me once again. Good evening po sa lahat. To everyone po who are watching from all over the globe. Maraming salamat, Alaga Health, for inviting me once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc Joan. And of course, since we're talking about breastfeeding, no, maganda siguro na meron tayong reproductive health and sexual health expert, no? Probably an OBGYN. And of course, nakita na natin siya before and love na love natin ang kanyang explanations, no? Very easy to understand, and she's coming back for more here in Alaga Health Live. Once again, the wonderful, amazing Dr. Florentina Titit Villanueva. Good evening, Doc. Welcome po again to Alaga Health.
Good evening, Dex, Via, Dr. Joan. Nice to see you again. Thank you for the repeat invite. I'm really happy to be here para tayo po ay makipagbalik-taktakan sa ating mga audience. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, Doc Titit. And of course, sabi ko nga, hindi ba makumpleto ang isang Alaga Health Live episode kapag wala tayong advocacy partners. Nako, ito, excited akong introduce sila kasi they're doing something really special, no? And since it's a Breastfeeding Awareness Month, siguro we should invite our partners na talagang ang kanilang main concern ay pag-empower sa mga mommies kung paano nga ba mas mabuting mag-breastfeed at even coordinating yung distribution ng collected pumped milk. So, now representing the Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. Napaka Game of Thrones vibe, of the North, live from Baguio City. Let us welcome to Alaga Health Live for the very first time, Ma'am Dian Mendoza. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, good evening po sa inyong lahat. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Alaga Health, for inviting us. And meron akong kasama habang magtutalk mamaya. Siyempre, dapat i-empower natin ang breastfeeding, kaya nandito din ang breastfeeding doll ko. I'm so happy to be here. Nice to meet you all, doctors. Hello po.
Thank you, ma'am. And of course, a little known fact, si ma'am ay actually hindi siya quote-unquote health professional, but she is a professional for health because she's actually a teacher, correct, ma'am?
Yes, I'm a teacher po talaga by profession, but yung love ko for advocacy for breastfeeding is na-train po ako as a breastfeeding peer counselor under Arugaan Foundation po. And I have set up the Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. Nag-cater po kami sa mga breastfeeding moms all over the North. So kami po yung nag-cater ng counseling, lactation massage, and we help moms with the challenges that they encounter with breastfeeding.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Ma'am Dian. Actually, we will also be joined in a little while. I think she's just having a little bit of concerns connecting, but the administrator, moderator, and founder of one of the largest Facebook groups na nag-advocate ng responsible parenthood, no? Na nagkataon din na breastfeeding advocate din, and she's none other than Ma'am Hershey Avillo-Parcarey. And she's actually going to be joining us in just a bit. But to know more about breastfeeding and why it is very important, maybe it's time for us to have a very quick Alaga Health checkup. For Alaga Health checkup, no, siguro maganda na i-take advantage na natin na nandito. Yan, siguro dami natin siguro si Ma'am Dian and si Doc Titit. Siguro, just very briefly, bakit nga po ba mahalaga ang breastfeeding? Nako, magandang comparison to, yung explanation siguro ng ating breastfeeding champion na non-health professional plus yung perspective ng isang health professional. So, maybe we can start with Doc Titit.
Okay. So breastfeeding is so important on so many levels. The first one really is the health of the child kasi kompleto sa nutrition, tama yung protein, fat, and carbohydrates computations. Everything is just perfect for the child. So that's the first one, so nutrition. The second one, we also pass on your immunoglobulin through breast milk, so you protect the baby. The respiratory system and the GI system of the baby are protected. Number 3, on a social level, yung bonding ng mommy at ng baby, kasama syempre ang daddy. The bonding of the family starts with breastfeeding, and that's very, very important. So dun muna tayo magsimula before I go on to other aspects. Thank you, Dex.
Thank you, Doc Titit, no? Quick and simple, very easy to understand. Talon tayo ngayon kay Ma'am Dian. Ano ba yung ating binabanggit sa ating mga mommies, especially dun sa mga nag-aalangan na mag-breastfeed kasi quote-unquote wala daw silang gatas o kaya naman parang wala namang effect or bakit mas hassle pa kung pwede namang sa bote na lang. Let's go, Ma'am Dian.
Yeah, siguro I'll jump off with the Nutrition Month theme. Na let's focus on the first 1,000 days of life ng ating mga babies, right? And number 1 talaga na kailangan nating i-encourage sa mothers is exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months, diba? 0 to 6 months. Yan yung talagang optimum health na pag naprotektahan natin, nabigyan natin ng encouragement ang mothers na mag-breastfeed at na-breastfeed nila ang baby from 0 to 6 months, for sure, talagang mas mapoprotektahan yung baby na yon hanggang adulthood. Yung first 6 months is the core, yan yung magiging core ng kanyang health. So dapat dyan pa lang talagang napoprotektahan siya. So kahit merong convenience na gusto ng mom na nahihirapan kasi siya, so bibili na lang ng ganito, we will emphasize on the importance kasi nakasama to sa 1,000 days of life ng baby mo na kailangan natin siyang protektahan. So from there pa lang maiintindihan na ng mom hindi mo na kasi mababawi yun Pag alam nilang yung first 1,000 days na protektahan natin, nabigay natin yung breast milk, mas healthy ang kanilang anak.
Thank you for that, Ma'am Dia. No? Very quick, easy to remember. No? Everything that you need nandun na sa breast milk and mas okay din siya sa healthy mommy and okay din siya sa bulsa. So, punta naman tayo ngayon sa ating mga questions. No? Let's jump right into it. So, first, we have from Ma'am Nina Paredes. But before I read her question out, I want to say a very quick shout out or greet our viewers na to Ma'am Mimi Lingat. Looking forward to your question, Ma'am. Please comment it away dito sa ating live feed. And of course, to Ma'am Lorraine Carlos and Ma'am Cherry Ann Ibasco's family, please feel free to tell us or ask your questions dito lang sa ating feed. So, let's jump to the question from Ma'am Nina Paredes. Meron po akong 4-month-old baby girl. Nahihirapan po akong magpa-breastfeed everyday. Naku, baka very busy working mom. Ano po ang pwedeng substitute? Salamat po. Nako, ang in-advocate natin ay exclusive breastfeeding. Pero si Mami, 4 months na si baby, pero siya daw ay medyo nahihirapan na ano kaya ang pwede nating i-advise dito? Siguro we can ask Doc Titit or Ma'am Dian, even Doc Via and Doc Joan, mga mommies and probably future mommy to be si Doc Via. So,
hindi po ako mommy.
Sige, probably you can start with Doc Titit.
All right. Okay, 4 months old. I understand, mga mommy, that you are really busy. Lalo na kung nagtatrabaho kayo. Although now during the pandemic, work from home, no, so medyo convenient. This is, let me tell you the experience of my chief resident in obstetrics. Chief resident means you are busy, parati kang nag-duty. Alam mo, ang ginawa niya, pure breastfeeding siya for the first 6 months. Nag-breast pump siya. Kahit nag-duty siya, nag-breast pump siya, such that yung milk niya, ilalagay niya doon sa bote, ilalagay sa ref, tapos iuwi doon sa baby niya para yun ang iinumin. So that's one trick, I think, breast pumping. Breast substitute, kasi wala pa tayong talagang magandang breast substitute for breast milk. Ma'am Dian, what do you agree?
Siguro dun sa question niya kasi, Doc, ang ano niya is nahihirapan siya. So yun yung sanang hanapin muna natin. Bakit kaya siya nahihirapan? Kasi sa breastfeeding challenges, maraming ng solusyon ngayon. Not like before na very, very konti pa yung information natin on how to handle it. Like for example, inverted nipple, right? Sore nipples, cracked nipples, engorged breast. Yung mga yan, before, parang hindi pa talaga masyadong nadidiscuss pa ang mga challenges. So we'd want to know from mommy, saan kaya siya nahihirapan? Kasi tama din yung sinabi ni Doktora, kung sa work ba, yan, we actually want moms to really express their breast milk, tapos yun ang ibibigay. Because we can't really say that there's this breast milk substitute that can really compare to breast milk. Because ang breast milk, live cell siya, di ba, doctors? So live cells meaning may antibodies dyan na nagpa-protect. And it's the pandemic. So it's now na talagang dapat mag-breastfeed tayo continuously. Sabi po ng World Health Organization, exclusively breastfeeding from 0 to 6 months, and then 6 months and beyond. Hindi lang yung up to 2 years, no? And beyond. Kung basta gusto pa ng babies natin mag-breastfeed tayo kasi nandun yung antibodies na kailangan nila that will protect them. So I cannot say a certain substitute, but ano kaya yung hardship ni mommy? Kasi kung sinabi niya yung hardship niya, dun natin i-advise kung paano niya ma-overcome yung challenge na yun dun sa breastfeeding journey niya.
Okay, thank you for that, Ma'am Nina and Doc Titit, no? And just so that we can actually finally bring her into the show, no? Let us bring in now, first time Alaga Health Live, the admin and founder of Kids Are Allowed Facebook group with over 173,000 Facebook members, no? She will be coming in just a bit. She's at the backstage already. Ma'am Hershey May Avillo-Parcarey, no? So hopefully she'll be able to be patched in just a bit. Talon tayo dun tayo sa next question, no? And I think para kay Doc Joan ito, no? Galing kay Ma'am Felicia Samson, this is from the Alaga Health inbox. I have mood swings po right after I give birth. Ay, feeling ko alam ko na to. 2 months ago, ever since I start na mag-breastfeed. Is it because of breastfeeding po? May connection po ba yun? Nako, kapapanganak ni mami. Tapos nako, parang nagmo-mood swings. Possible na minsan may sad moments, etc. Tapos nare-relate niya sa breastfeeding. Nako, Doc Joan, as a mental health champion and of course, mommy, ano pong ma-advise po natin kay Ma'am Felicia?
Hello, yes, good evening, Ma'am Felicia. Thank you for your question. Mood swings, hindi ko lang masyadong nababasa. Right after I gave birth 2 months ago. So 2 months na, bale, after manganak na. So usually po, like similar to what si Ma'am mentioned kanina, tingnan po natin kung ano po yung mga possible reasons or causes po for the mood swings. Kasi always naman in any feeling po, in any reaction, in any emotion po, meron siyang mga interplay of factors which may be causing the emotion. So tingnan natin kung ano ba yung mga factors na yun kasi mahirap kung if we solely attribute it kaagad sa breastfeeding. So tingnan natin kasi usually pag 2 months kasi ito yung kulang tayo sa tulog. For example, kulang sa tulog, lalo na pag laging nagigising, di ba, sa gabi si baby. So pag sometimes sleep deprivation also can affect our mood. Parang irritable tayo pagising kung kulang sa tulog. So that's why we always ine-emphasize namin na kailangan may help talaga, no, when it comes sa mga first few months. Kailangan talaga na may karelyebo or sometimes decking, lalo na sa mga gabi na yun yung mahirap kasi gising ng gising si baby. So pwede pong sleep deprivation. Also, pwede also po na it's due to the hormones. May effect din po ang hormones. Usually kasi when napoproduce ang prolactin, yun yung milk-producing na hormones. Pag kailangan ng prolactin, bumabagsak naman yung the other hormone which is dopamine. So opposite. So pataas yung milk-producing, bagsak yung dopamine. Dopamine in fact is the hormone kasi na nagpo-produce sa atin ng parang feeling of pleasure na may reward. So sometimes, because bumabagsak siya in favor of prolactin para mas mag-produce ng milk, then it can also affect our mood. So again, it's always an interplay of factors. Kaya titingnan namin siya always as biological, like the hormones, psychological, and like effects ng sleep deprivation or exhaustion, fatigue, for example, and social. Kaya kailangan talaga strong ang ating support system also para meron tayong someone na who can always help us, lalo na sa mga first few months ni baby when the sleep is medyo erratic pa and kailangan natin ng help with the other needs. Lalo na kung tayo ay maraming roles, di ba? Sa bahay as moms, tayo pa ang nagluluto, nagpa-plancha, naghuhugas ng plato, ay kailangan talaga natin ng help. And really, buti na lang tayo, Filipinos, malakas ang ating support system from our families and from our extended families as well. So yun po yun. It's always an interplay of factors.
Thank you for that, Doc Jo, no? So, ang laki pala ng impact ng pahinga, ng tulog. Lalo na, very holistic dapat yung ating care, no? And na ngayon, siguro, pwede nating first and foremost, let's have a quick shoutout sa ating mga viewers, Ma'am Manilyn Lacro and family, Ma'am Lorraine Alipio and family, and to everyone from Kids Are Allowed that's watching this show right now. Good evening po sa inyo. Hopefully you can ask us your questions soon. So, talon tayo ngayon sa next question natin, no? From Ma'am Grace Ann Llanes. Nako. Wala pong milk. Common question to. Even as a nurse, before going into the medical training or medical field, no, lagi na itong tatanong, wala po akong milk. Wala daw lumalabas pag nagpi-feed daw siya. Ano po ba ang pwedeng gawin? Very common question. Sige, let's take it from the health professional's perspective and then tanongin natin yung teaching style siguro ni Ma'am Dian. So let's start siguro with Via on how we do health education.
Sorry, was that me? I think you nag-cut ka.
Sige, let's go with Doc Titit first, not to answer the question. Na parang wala daw lumalabas na milk kay Mami.
Okay. Ma'am Grace Ann Llanes, good evening. Very, very common question po ninyo. And really, I'm happy that this question came up. Yung first 3 days, kung minsan talaga po halos walang lumalabas na gatas, yan po yung colostrum. And colostrum is very little. As little as 1 teaspoon lang po. And that's all your baby actually needs kasi yan ang very, very rich. The very first milk. Number 2, if we're already talking about later on, na bakit parang nakatatlong araw na wala pa rin lumalabas, right? The question is, ano po ang pwede inumin? In my practice, I do give lactogolds and malunggay is the superfood with regards to enhancing the milk production. So I actually give it even before delivery. So I start around 37 weeks term. I start giving already the malunggay para makatulong naman na mag-produce siya ng milk. And then, kung nakapanganak na at wala pa rin lumalabas, I'm sure Ma'am Dian is going to tell you about how to do the massage. So she's the best person to tell you about that. Meron pong massage ng suso. Meron pong ganon. So maybe I can pass on the mic to Ma'am Dian.
Nako, napupot sa spotlight si Ma'am Dian, no? Para siya tuloy, naalala ko tuloy ng medyo, nag-revalid na kami na return demonstration yun si Ma'am. Welcome, Ma'am, to medical training. sige, kay Ma'am.
As a breastfeeding counselor, we always ask the mom kasi sabi niya, di ba, wala pong milk na lumalabas pag nag-feed ako. So usually, paano ba nila na-feel na walang lumalabas? Minsan, di ba, pag pisil nila, pag pinipress nila dito sa may, pag dyan sa may nipple, no? Minsan kasi, pag dun lang sa may nipple, wala talagang lalabas. Kasi, if you look inside, itong dalkong to, ayan, no? Pag dun po sa loob ng natin, hindi talaga dun yung, kung saan kinakarga yung milk. So, pag dun lang sa nipple, wala talaga. But meron siya, kasi dito yung milk duct natin. So, dapat correct positioning ng hand when we hand express. natatakot sila kasi sa unang press walang lumalabas. So, what we always tell Mami Grace Ann, sana nakikinig ka ngayon, check mo yung output. Nakakailang diapers ba si baby per day? Usually kasi natin yung lumabas. But yung nilabas every day. Milk. Diba? Output naman yan. Kung ano ni baby, lalabas sila. Tama? So, minsan just correct yung mom kung paano ba nila hinahand express kasi baka dun nga lang sila sa may nipple, pero pag tama yung hand expression at na-express talaga from the milk ducts yung milk, di makikita nila na meron talaga. And of course, counting the diapers. Ganon. Sa massage naman po, totoo rin yung sinabi ni Doc na kapag medyo hindi nila nakifeel na lumalabas yung milk nila, but technically meron talaga eh. Ang alam ko nga, Doc, second month pa lang ng pregnancy, nagpo-produce na yung breast natin ng milk, no? Sa pregnancy pa lang. So, pagkalabas, tama yung sinabi, no, yung colostrum, meron po talaga kaming ginagawang ways ng massage and yun yung kinukuhang services sa amin dito sa Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. Now, we actually help mothers na physically, pero more than the physical, di ba? Psychological. Tama po, Docs? When we tell ourselves na we have milk, meron yan. Imposibleng wala. So, and they believe themselves, meron sila naturally talagang flow. So,
Alright, I think nagkakaroon ng connection problem. Yes. So,
but I think what Ma'am Dian was trying to say is proper latching techniques, no?
Correct. Feeling kasi sometimes, reaction ni Doc. Ngiti-ngiti si Doc dito. Ang kita yung model pa lang. Tapos talagang na-explain ko. Naku, kinikilig si Doc dito yan for sure. Thank you for that, Ma'am Dian. Hopefully, you can join us again to complete yung discussion, no? And if you want to avail of their services, they will actually be onboarding into Alaga Health. You can actually book consultations with them on how to properly latch, how to learn more on how to properly breastfeed, and you can book all of them through the Alaga Health app. So, kasama po natin siya. And, naku, it looks like she's finally here, no? We've been waiting for you, and she's now ready to be introduced in Alaga Health, the founder of and admin of Kids Are Allowed. Good evening, Ma'am Hershey. Welcome to Alaga Health Live.
Hi. Good evening po. My first time.
Hello. Ito po ay very, very iconic moment kasi ang tagal na niyang admin ng kanyang napakalaking Facebook group of over 173,000 members at ito pa lang ang kanyang first time na magre-reveal ng face. Oh, welcome! This is a live reveal ng itsura ng ating breastfeeding champion Facebook admin, si Ma'am Hershey. So, just very briefly, ma'am, na we're in the middle of a discussion about proper breastfeeding techniques na tinuturo ni Ma'am Dian. Can you just very briefly lang siguro introduce us to Kids Are Allowed? No? Baka kakaiba. Usually, kids are not allowed. Ngayon, kids are allowed.
Before, it was kids are allowed. But now, we're not allowing posts regarding if they're going to share places where they can bring their kids because, you know, it's pandemic and ECQ time again is here and the Delta. But before, they're sharing places where they can go so that at least for the mental health of the kids. But, you know, as parents, we all know how to deal and we all know how to make our kids safe. So I guess usually for parents, they're just like their kids to go out again, to live the normal life that they have for their childhood, of course.
Thank you, Ma'am Hershey. No, ang ganda ng advocacy nila na really na link sila sa Alaga Health because part of our team members ay part ng group na yon. At tuwang-tuwa sila sa content because they teach you about parenting, how to take care of your kids, how to fix up your home, so many things. So part of that, buti na lang si Ma'am din ay isang breastfeeding champion. Breastfeeding advocacy champion. So, before we move on to the next question na I feeling ko, alam ko na kung kanina pupunta to, talon tayo sa isang very, very quick Alaga Health update. Yan. So welcome sa Alaga Health Update. And today we'll just do very quick demo lang, no, on how easy it is to sign up sa Alaga Health app. A couple of weeks ago, we had our first live consultations here in Alaga Health Live. And nako, sobrang dali lang daw mag-register sa Alaga Health apart from viewing our website, no. Hopefully you'll enjoy the animations, the content, no, as well as all of the ways that you can possibly get services through Alaga Health, through our different applications, and even our featurettes here. Tuturo ko ngayon on how easy it is to sign up. So upon landing sa ating alagahealth.com website, no, let's go here. You can just click here, top right corner, sign up. And what it's going to do, dadali niya kayo sa next page kung saan makapag-register kayo either as a patient, as a health professional or yung partner tinatawag natin, and as an admin. Kunyari, you're an administrator, marami kang health-related business, may diagnostic ka, meron kang clinic, meron kang teleconsultation services, lahat yon pwedeng i-register dito. So since mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, special hello to our mommies and friends from Kids Are Allowed, and especially everyone who's watching this webinar right now, this webisode right now. Dito tayo sa patient app. Isang click natin dito for everyone, para sa lahat. So, click continue. And then, madadala kayo dito. Very important, data privacy. Don't forget to read. So, you have to scroll and actually read the content, no, before it gets auto-checked. And then you can now press continue. At, nako, with just that, no, plug in na your details, name, date of birth, email address para makontak namin kayo. And then, presto, you can already become a part of the Alaga Health family and have access to the Alaga Health app. Plus, no, we are giving a special promote, especially to those who are part of the Kids Are Allowed group. We will be giving them special freebies and discounts upon logging in and registering as part of the Alaga Health family, and inclusive of our friends sa Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. Nako, you can even book their services through the Alaga Health platform soon. So kung kailangan nyo na magtuturo sa'yo how to properly latch, kung paano mag-breastfeed ng tama, or may questions about breastfeeding, nako, nandiyan sila Ma'am Dian and family and friends to help you with your concerns. So ganun lang po kadali dito sa Alaga Health. Now, let's go back to our questions. Thank you. That's all for Alaga Health Update. Now, talon tayo ngayon. Merong question dito na alam ko na kung kaninong pupunta. Ang tanong, from Ma'am Clara Almonte. Ito daw, pasintabi daw kasi hindi daw po ito related sa breastfeeding, but kailangan daw niya ng tulong. Ayong 5 months siya daw, ayong 5 months pregnant, meron po time na hindi po ako makatulog, tapos naninervyos po ako. Please help po. Nako, maraming possible reasons to. Pwede din siguro some of the hormonal changes during pregnancy. Maybe we can ask Doc Joan, as a mom, as a mental health champion. Any thoughts po, Doc?
Yes, diba? Hindi pala ako naka-unmute. So, yeah, thank you very much, Ma'am Clara. Good evening po. 5 months. In fact, no, during pregnancy, studies have shown na marami talaga po ang nakakaranas ng anxiety symptoms, na like yung, as mentioned, naninervyos. So, that can be a form of anxiety symptom. Marami po. In fact, again, it can be due to an interplay of a lot of factors, like yung sinabi ni Dr. Dex kanina na hormones. But other than that, First is yung the comfort, no? There is that discomfort in terms of yung the position, kung paano matulog. Kasi nga, nagsa-start na po, no? Na naghahanap tayo ng best position to get that better quality of sleep. And then, ang isa pa pong hindi siya makatulog is again, a lot of worries can occur or can happen at this stage. Second trimester kasi to, the fifth month. Like for example, no, yung mga iniisip natin about preparations for the pregnancy, for the delivery, kung saan. Of course, lalo na kung medyo wala tayong masyadong social support, no? So this is the time really to prepare. Kaya ang dami natin mga naiisip. But again, these are our normal reactions or emotions during this time. In fact, mas marami, according to studies, na mas marami ang nakakaranas ng symptoms of anxiety than symptoms of mood, no, or depression. And one of that is really sleep problems. So really, with this awareness ngayon na medyo may problem sa pagtulog, then let's do something about it. It's really important to again, strengthen yung support system. During this time of second trimester, get as much rest and sleep. Kung pwede, 7 to 8 hours a day. Kung pwede. It's really to prepare our body for that time, no, na magde-deliver na tayo ng ating baby. And of course, eat well. Take good care of your physical health and well-being also during this time. And as much as possible, get all the support that you need para you can rest well and prepare.
Thank you for that, Doc Jo, no? Very, very insightful, no? May interplay talaga ang mental health and even sexual and reproductive health. Ganda talaga nito. And before we proceed, no? I'd just like to have a quick shout out to our viewers, Ma'am Rosalyn Zadaba and family, Ma'am Corazon Emiliano and family. Nako, kinilig naman ako sa comment ni Ma'am Corazon Emiliano. Sana pa natin i-flash, no, yung comment niya. Good evening daw, watching from Tobias Fournier Antique. Hello po sa mga taga-Antique. Very informative. Thank you, mga docs. So thank you also for watching, Ma'am Corazon Emiliano. And also to Ads Rodas Rotoni family. Okay, so with that being said, segue ko lang ng konti. Hirap to sa pagtulog. Ma'am Hershey, nakapansin niyo na ba na may questions na ganito dun sa ating Kids Are Allowed Facebook page? O kaya mga concerns nilang mga mommy o kaya ng mga parents pagdating sa pag-aalaga ng kanilang mga kids. What are the common concerns?
Common concern right now, yung mga nababasa ko yung mga in-approve kong post was regarding on how to take care of their kids and to avoid. Because may nag-share doon na parang nagkasakit yung anak nila. But the problem is walang hospital na tumatanggap sa kanila this time. And then mostly lahat ng even other paracetamol medicine, vitamins are running out na in even other places already. So, paano yung magiging nila? So, ang parang inaano na lang nila doon is talaga more on water and then yun nga, vitamins. But regarding with the medicine, with the paracetamol, especially the tempura and everything that they're looking for, parang running out na.
I see. Naku, mukhang in terms of access, yun yung concern natin. Siguro Doc Via can give a little bit of a quick response dun sa mga naghahanap ng quick services, yung quick access to services sa ating mga primary consultations, primary care consultations. Any thoughts, Doc Via, para matulungan natin ang ating mga friends live sa Kids Are Allowed Facebook page?
Yes, no. That's a common question actually. One of those questions, no, was asked dun sa Kumu natin, Doc Dex, no. For those who are watching us, panoorin niyo rin po kami sa Kumu every Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. We talked about that actually, no, Doc Dex. How about, getting breast milk from other women, no? Historically, may mga wet nurses, di ba? But right now, we can do, there are a lot of donors, no, breast milk donors from different groups, no, especially those who have who are very generous in terms of giving their breast milk, no. Here in Alaga Health, one of the things that we are actually advocating is to connect that, no? So do give us a message, no, in our Facebook group and soon in our app, no, if ever you need to be connected with someone, no, who wants to have who wants to donate or who wants to give, no. But then right now we have to be very mindful kasi nga COVID-19, no. So one of the things na ma-ensure natin is to make sure that the milk that is being given is or underwent a lot of standards, no, sanitary protocols as well when we give them. So maraming options for us to get breast milk for our kids, especially for those who yung may mga kids that may not necessarily be taken care of by their biological moms, no, there are a lot of those. So please do give us a message if ever you need help with that, no. And I think Doc Dex, no, ang dami pa nating questions for our
questions today. Sobrang daming questions today.
Sobrang daming questions today, yeah. But let's have another one. Doc Dex?
Sure. Actually, just to add, no, kay Ma'am Hershey and the rest of the Kids Are Allowed Facebook group, you can access yung ating mga consultations with health providers sa Alaga Health app. All you have to do is register, kagaya ng pinakita ko kanina, pwedeng sa web or even through the app. And then you can now book the services of your favorite doctors. Possibly nandyan sila Doc Titit, Doc Joan, and possibly no, yung mga malalapit na doctors near you. Kasi baka yung iba willing ng home consultation, yung iba naman gusto sa clinic, o kaya naman kung pwede natin idaan sa teleconsultation, kunyari this oras ng gabi, at tapos may emergency question ka, baka pwede mong mabook yung services ni Doc na willing. No? So, with that being said, kasama pala dyan sila kapag kailangan ng breastfeeding advice. So, talon tayo sa next question natin, no? Ito, from Ma'am Hannah Flores. 1 year na po ako nag-breastfeed. May times po na masakit. Ay, nakaalam ko to. At mapula po yung breast ko po. Pero nawawala naman po. Normal po ba ito? Nako, this is a time magic powers ni Doc Titit at ni Ma'am Dian. And baka even some experiences ni Doc Joan and ni Hershey. Doc Via, wag ka daw muna. Sige, Doc Titit po muna.
Doc Titit, I think your mic needs to be turned on. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
okay. So once again, Ma'am Hannah Flores, thank you very much for this question. So 1 year, congratulations po kasi 1 year na po kayo nag-breastfeed, which means more or less you already know the experience. Sometimes, remember 1 year na po ito, medyo may ngipin ng baby, di ba? Kumisa nangangagat. Based on experience din po ito, medyo nangangagat. But as long as you don't have fever, as long as your breast is not painful tuloy-tuloy, pwede naman pong normal pa ito and then you can just continue breastfeeding. Okay. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Doc. No? Anything to add? Siguro, Ma'am Dian.
I think Ma'am Dian is having connection problems now. Yeah.
But we're very thankful that she's joining us now all the way from Baguio City. So I think she's any...
Delete ba? Sorry po.
Yeah, go ahead, Ma'am Dian.
Okay na, ayun. So yung sabi niya kasi masakit at mapula. So nagka-clog po kasi minsan yung sa may breast natin. So ang advice ko is she can do hot compress to relieve yung clogged ducts and matanggal yung mga bara-bara dito sa may closer sa may nipple. Minsan dyan kasi nagpula or masakit. And tama rin sinabi ni Doc na nagbabite na nga yung baby. And very firmly lang naman nating sinasabi sa mga babies natin na no biting! No biting! Kasi pag naiintindihin na ng mga babies yan na nasasaktan tayo. So kung yun yung reason kung bakit masakit at mapula, we just tell them firmly na no biting. But mamis, totoo po na pag tumatagal na nagbe-breastfeed, minsan nagka-clog ducts, kaya minsan sumasakit at pumupula siya. So, just observe very well kung ano nangyayari sa breast nyo. And yun, minsan nga, Doc, yan yung mga precursors sa mastitis. So, wag naman sana, no? Baka naman, pero kung mga precursors sa ganon, we hope na i-hot compress ni Mommy, tapos yun, medyo soft massage niya para matatanggal yung mga clog ducts near the nipple, ganun po.
I love it. Gusto ko laging ready yung model ni Ma'am Dian to show sa ating mga viewers, no? Thank you for that, Ma'am.
Para
No?
kita nila.
Sige, ano tayo sa next question? And I think medyo may combo ito ng parenting advice and siguro may pagka-mental health aspect kasi yung iba nahihirapan to know and even manage their emotions lalo na pag may naririnig silang baby nila na umiiyak. So siguro ang tanongin natin dito si Ma'am Hershey at si Doc Joan, no? Kasi ang question natin, ano po ba ang opinion nyo when it comes to ferberizing? Nako, ferberizing. Siguro we can ask Doc Joan and Ma'am Hershey yung thoughts nila on ferberizing. Sige, maybe we can start with Doc Joan.
Yeah. Oo, very important in fact no is the na mag-feel ng baby na for the baby to feel no the trust kasi very crucial 'yon na mararamdaman niya na when the baby cries and iba-iba ang meaning kasi no ng mga cry na 'yon, pwedeng it can be para i-carry siya or gutom, so kailangan ng baby to be soothed, yung isusooth siya para she or he will feel na natatrust niya no na alam niya na pag when there is a cry for help, merong help available at lalapit kaagad na si mom and to carry and take care of the baby. So of course this will promote also yung skin to skin kasi no pag when we carry, so wag natin silang pabayaan na umiiyak. Ito from studies kasi no pag ano talaga let's carry, be there kasi they will feel no that skin to skin connection and that can boost the oxytocin. Oxytocin is a very important hormone to help with that bonding between the mom and the baby. Hindi lang siya from the breastfeeding but also from the skin to skin connection. So yun ang nakukuha pag umiiyak ang baby, kinakarga. So and aside from that, it also boosts again no yung parang that feeling of empathy. The child learns na to trust the world kasi hindi siya napapabayaan and care is always available. So yun, so very important always that the quality of caregiving is very important. The quality always. Especially in the first few months kasi doon nagde-develop ang trust versus mistrust, no? So trust about the world in general.
Thank you for that, Doc Joan. Anything to add, Ma'am Hershey? May personal take ka ba? Kasi ang sinasabi ng iba, kapag umiiyak yung baby, yahan mo yan. Yahan mo na siya umiyak forever. Titigil din yan. Anong thoughts niya doon, ma'am?
For me, no. Kasi I'm also a baby-wearing advocate. So, nung little pa lang si baby, talagang he's always with me. So, talagang hindi ko na feel yung iiyak siya always kasi anytime I can just put it in my breast and then baby wear and then hindi. So for me, it really needs parang yung connection nyo muna since newborn pa siya. So you really need more time to cuddle or to care for her or him or just more on like what doctor said, that's skin to skin. It's really the best.
Napaka-powerful talaga ng skin-to-skin contact. Sa mga viewers po natin, alam niyo po ba na isa yan sa mga core components na ina-advocate natin? Kapapanganak pa lang, isa sa mga number 1 rules natin, non-separation of the mom and the child. Magkadikit.
Number 1 lesson yan natin kay Doc Titit.
Nako. Yeah. Maganda tayo pag hindi natin nasagot yan. So, ito, maganda na dagdag natin kasi ito common question ng mga mommies na nanganak during the pandemic at ngayon na meron ng vaccine, hindi nila alam kung ano yung gagawin. So, ito yung question na combine na yung question na Ma'am Nanette Garcia. Pwede po bang magpabakuna kapag nagpapa-breastfeed? At may katuloy, bakuna po para sa COVID-19, okay lang po ba? So, first question na is, bakuna in general. Tapos, part 2, kung yung bakuna sa COVID-19, okay lang daw ba kahit siya ay nagpapa-breastfeed? So, siguro we can ask some of the thoughts of Doc Titit. Ano po bang masasabi natin dito, Doc?
Okay. Start tayo with pregnancy. It's true that the studies are not yet recommending vaccination, but you have to understand you're protecting against a disease which is potentially fatal. So they're saying go ahead, have the COVID vaccine during pregnancy, but the subspecialists are saying let's do it in the second trimester para tapos na yung organogenesis ni baby, na yung paggawa ng mga organs niya. So second trimester onwards. Breastfeeding, yes. Again, because you're trying to address a disease which can have serious complications. So even during breastfeeding, pwede rin po magpa-vaccine. They are saying that antibodies pass from the breast milk to the baby, di ba, pag nainom niya. Hindi pa ganun kaklaro kung itong antibodies na to are the antibodies against COVID-19, but definitely may protection po na nabibigay talaga ang breastfeeding. So please go ahead. Pwede naman po magpa-vaccine. It's just that in the future, just watch out for possible side effects kasi nandun pa po tayo sa pag-aaral. Okay? Nandun pa po sa tingnan natin po ano mangyayari. But what we're saying is it is protective to have your vaccine during pregnancy and during breastfeeding.
All right. Thank you for that, Dr. And I think that will help clarify a lot of the questions of our mothers na gusto magpabako na maprotektahan against the COVID-19 virus and at the same time, no, take care of their kids. But before we go possibly to our very last question, na kung mukhang nag-enjoy ako sa episode na to talaga, na ang dami nating questions, let us now go to a very quick detour na para sa ating mga alagang Hello Doctor. There you go. Alagang Hello Doctor. As I've mentioned in our previous episodes, Alaga Health is actually a partner of Hello Doctor PH. At ang Hello Doctor PH po ay ang Philippine counterpart ng Hello Health Group that is present in over 9 countries. So sa lahat ng posible maging partner sa Pilipinas, Alaga Health po ang pinili ng Hello Doctor team. And no, what we do is that we help advocate yung kanilang mga content, medically verified content. So for example, since we're talking about breastfeeding, ito yung isa sa mga articles nila, what to eat while breastfeeding diet and milk boosters. So makikita natin dito why you should have particular food groups, what should you eat, no? Meron tayo mga guide dito from chicken to fruit, staying hydrated. And ang maganda, mayroon pa mga side tidbit questions. Can I drink alcohol and caffeine while breastfeeding? Plus additional parenting tips. Ang maganda kasi dito, no, tin-take account niya yung mga information na nakikita natin online and then ensure na ito ay medically verified. And shout out sa actually na nagsulat nitong article na to, Doc Nivelin Cabigao and reviewed by Doc Mary Rani Cadiz. Parang familiar at si Doc Titit kay Doc Cadiz. I believe she's also a consultant in one of our beloved institutions. So, with that being said, we would love for you to visit Hello Doctor. They actually have a lot of content for you to read about. And hopefully, when it comes to verified medical information, you can check out hellodoctor.com.ph. Pagdating naman sa health services, you can actually visit Alaga Health. Okay? So, health services, Alaga Health, information, Hello Doctor. So, balik tayo sa ating last question. No? Ito ay galing kay Ma'am Jasmine Grace Tan. Okay? Last question siguro natin. I am currently taking ko ang Moxiclav po. But I am also breastfeeding my 4-month-old. I stop po muna since it may affect my baby. Okay lang po ba to stop it while taking medicine? Ako, medyo mildly technical question. Pwede natin sigurong itanong kay Doc Titit and possibly even kay Doc Joan kasi I believe that there are some mothers who are taking medications for their mental health na natatakot na inumin yung kanilang medications because they are breastfeeding. So let's have a tandem answer from our medical experts. Let's start with Doc Titit.
Okay, quick answer. For the fact that you're taking po Moxiclav means that there is something, no, you have an infection probably. So it's very important for you to take it. My advice to my patients is this. Breastfeed your baby first, then take the medication. So that the exposure is going to be less. Kasi ang Moxiclav naman 2 times a day. So pwede naman i-schedule, di ba? So again, breastfeed first, then take the medication.
Yun.
Joan?
Doc John, ako ito, very touchy topic kasi they would consider typically mga mental health related medication na medyo daw quote-unquote mas matapang and mas nakaka quote-unquote worry kasi nakaka-possibly affect daw sa kanilang hormones also. So Doc Joan, thoughts po?
Yeah, which is understandable, no? Yung concerns sila, Dr. Dex, which is understandable really kasi ang medications kasi for mental health concerns, ano siya no? Sa brain ang target niya. And of course, the neurotransmitters in the brain and it can be passed through the breast milk. So always, ang dictum namin dito is to weigh the risks versus benefits of staying on the medication or baka for a time, wala mo ng medication but monitoring is very important as well as continuous, kung pwede weekly or bi-monthly na psychotherapy, which is the talk therapy, which is equally effective and it also has very promising results when it comes to yung addressing symptoms of anxiety and other mood symptoms. So very important to weigh the risks and benefits kung ano man ang choice or kung ano ang decision with regards to the medications for mental health concerns.
All right. Thank you for that, Doc Joan, no? So, perhaps, ngayon ko lang na-realize that I am the only thorn among the roses. And napansin ko din na it looks like time really flew by. Ang dami nangyari in just 1 hour. Ang dami ko natutunan. I enjoyed speaking with all of you. And perhaps it's now time for the Alaga Health wrap-up. Yan. So, it's Alaga Health wrap-up time. So, perhaps we can start the rundown with our very own Doc Via. Any final thoughts, final words sa ating mga viewers tonight, especially sa ating mga breastfeeding advocate champions? So, final thoughts, Doc Via.
All right, no. Hello ulit sa ating mga viewers, no, from all over the Philippines and all over the world. I'd like to give this special shout out, especially to all the mommies out there, no, the would-be mommies, the mommies, new mommies, yung mommies na has been experienced mommies, no, and of course to my mom. Hi, Mama, who's watching us right now from Iloilo. Naging fan na siya ng Alaga Health Life, no. Especially na ating mga doctors here who are with us every week, no, every Saturday. And to all the mommies out there, no, thank you for all that you do, no. Important po ang topic natin for you, especially to our new moms, no. Breastfeeding is always a partnership, no, or not only a thing, an issue for the mommies and the babies, but also for our dads. Now, I think one of the things here that we want to highlight also is that it's a family affair when we talk about breastfeeding because we want to care not only for the health of our children, but for the health of our mothers, no? And palagi pong katuwang po nun yung pamilya po natin, the people who are with us, no? Always ensure po that our mommies and our babies are healthy and that you also would stay healthy, no, by ensuring that you would always ask your doctor for advice, no, and for any questions that you have regarding breastfeeding. Nandyan po ang ating mga doktor sa Alaga Health, no. Nandyan po sila Doc Titit and Doc Joan, sila Doc Dex, and of course our breastfeeding champions, no, Ma'am Hershey and Ma'am Diane, who are there to help you po. So again po, salamat po sa ating mga special guests, no, and to all our viewers po, patuloy po tayong tumangkilik po sa ating programa, no, because this is an opportunity for us to learn a lot of things. So, and it's an opportunity for your specialists also to learn more about you. So again, thank you, Alaga Health. Doc Dex, when you have your kids, always take note of that. All right, thank you very much. No?
Thank you for that, Doc Via.
Next episode natin ng Alaga Health.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Doc Vias. Perhaps now we can jump to our special guest tonight, or special guests tonight. Umpisahan natin ang founder and admin, ang big mama ng Kids Are Allowed. Hopefully, our stream is live also there sa kanilang Facebook group. At I just like to point out, this is actually one of our highest number of live viewers at the same time, no, this Alaga Health episode. So maybe because of our partnership with Kids Are Allowed. So maybe she can plug how to join, and probably she can raise some of the common topics na napabanggit dito sa ating Kids Are Allowed Facebook group. So, Ma'am Hershey, the floor is yours.
Sure. You can join our group. Right now, it's on private. Before, it was hidden. But now it's on private. It's a private group that you can join, but you have to answer all the questions there just to be safe. And you have to join there because there's lots of giveaways that lots of sponsors are really giving members there out different kinds of items or services. So you can join there and also promote your services that you have, and also Alaga Health. So yeah.
Of course, kaya na nabanggit ko, expect sa lahat ng members ng Kids Are Allowed, you'll be expecting freebies and discounts coming your way very, very soon. But, punta na tayo. Let's go a little bit up north. No, again, nung una ko nakita yung name ng group nila, parang natuwang-tuwa ako kasi parang siyang Game of Thrones. King in the North.
Ako din yun naisip ko. Game of Thrones, si Jon Snow.
Diba? So, ito.
He's the Queen in the North ata.
True, right? The Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. And the Queen of the North, quote-unquote, Ma'am Dian Mendoza. Ano po ang ating final words? And probably let's invite them, no? And tell them about the services of the Breastfeeding
Queen of the North. Actually po, this is, we're celebrating Breastfeeding Month. And then this week is Breastfeeding Week, no? So, August is talagang breastfeeding with everyone. And ito ang lagi kong sinasabi kasi you can like our page, Breastfeeding Care Center of the North. Lagi din po kaming nagla-live doon and we'll have partnership with Alaga Health then soon. We're so excited. Kasi kailangan namin ng voice, kailangan namin ng tulong for people to really know what we're doing here in the North. So I think kayo yung answered prayer namin from the Lord na talagang right on time, right on the peak of the breastfeeding awareness promotion na talagang gusto namin more moms will know na merong solusyon po sa lahat ng problems natin sa breastfeeding. Meron po tayong help, meron po tayong support group. Huwag po kayong mag-give up sa breastfeeding because this is the best thing that you can do for your child. And I'll always say this, breastfeeding is not just about food. It is always your psychological bond with your child. And paglaki ng anak nyo, magti-thank you yan sa'yo. Kasi na-endure mo yung pag-breastfeed sa kanya. And holistically, magiging yung growth ng baby mo in terms of brain development, IQ, physical, emotional, all in all, sobrang worth it talaga pag-endure ng challenges na hinaharap sa breastfeeding. Kaya mommies na nahihirapan, may struggles, you're our breast friends. Yan, di ba? Breast friends. So, please, if you're having a hard time, don't be shy to ask for help kasi nandito po kami to help you. And thank you so much Alaga Health for giving us this platform to tell moms na meron palang tutulong sa kanila at andito na kami to do that. Yun po.
Always a pleasure and always great to partner with fellow champions of healthcare, lalo-lalo na ngayong Breastfeeding Awareness Month. So before I move on to our final messages from Doc Joan and even Doc Titit, quick shout out to our viewers, Ma'am Michelle Roldan. May pahabol siyang mahabang question. Don't worry, we'll answer that through the comments. And shout out sa mga members ng Kids Are Allowed that are commenting right now. Proud member daw sila Ma'am Jackie Maloles, Ma'am Sharon Quintevis Cruz, no? Among many others. So let's go back to our wrap-up now, no? Ito walang mintis talaga. Walang episode ng Alaga Health Life na wala ni isang question na tungkol sa mental health na ko. Kaya ganun, napansin na namin siya and that's why, again, no, coming very soon, with her own spin-off of Alaga Health Live, our celebrity psychiatrist, Dr. Joan Perez-Rifareal, coming to you with Alaga Health Live specifically for mental health, coming your way this August. So, final words tayo, Doc Joan.
Yes, again, thank you very much, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via, and of course, the Alaga Health team for really inviting me. Talagang ako, I'm truly very grateful to be here. And of course, my parting words again, there is no health without mental health, lalo-lalo na sa ating mga moms. Ang motherhood is always a challenge. It's a very challenging role, but very rewarding, and the fruit really of the labor is very priceless. It's talagang ano po, no, it's very priceless, and we know that we need to take good care of ourselves, mga moms, para we can give our best also to our kids, to our babies. So always remember to take good care of yourselves physically, mentally, socially. Kaya kasama na rin ang mga dads kasi kasama sila sa social support system of our moms and the whole family. So maraming salamat once again, and maraming happy breastfeeding week sa ating mga moms, new moms, and everyone, all of the moms all over the world. Thank you po. Good night.
Thank you. From the Alaga Health mommy, Alaga mom, and resident psychiatrist expert, no? Doc Joan. Now, talon tayo sa ating, kumbaga, big kahuna or big mommy here in Alaga Health Live's episode on breastfeeding awareness, our OBGYN, our reproductive health and sexual health expert, none other than Doc Titit Villanueva. Final words, Doc.
Okay, thank you very much, Dex and Via, once again for inviting me. I really learn a lot every time I come here, and then I listen to Doc Joan, and then now I am hearing Ma'am Dian and Ma'am Hershey. Marami po akong natututunan. There was one question which I was anticipating na hindi natanong, kung pwede lang na sagutin ko na yon. What if, for example, I am breastfeeding and I got and I'm positive for COVID-19? What do I do? Diba dapat mag-quarantine? So the advice there is mag-quarantine kayo kasama mo ang baby mo. And then you just make sure you're always wearing a mask all the time while you're breastfeeding the mommy, and then mag-quarantine if you are able to take care of your baby. But what if your illness is severe? Diba, kailangan ka mo ospital, tapos maghihiwalay kayo ng dalawa ng baby mo, right? So there, you have now to get a caregiver. Dito, mag-express ka ng breast milk para hindi naman mapuputol yung breastfeeding, such that the milk pwede pa rin ibigay sa baby mo kahit na magkawalay kayo. And then after you're well, then relactation is going to happen. Dito kailangan na natin ng expertise ni Ma'am Dian at saka ni Ma'am Hershey, because they can give you now those advice. So sorry, hinabol ko lang yon kasi I was anticipating the question tapos hindi naman natuloy. But again, the importance of breastfeeding cannot be overemphasized. And ladies, we are here to help you. So please just shout out to Alaga Health, and we get a lot of help from this program. Thank you very much, Dex and Via. And
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doc Titit, and to all of our viewers. Again, nako, yun na naman po. Nasa dulo na naman tayo ng isang episode ng Alaga Health Live. And it has been a wonderful experience. Thank you for joining us this evening, and keep the questions coming. Hopefully, we will all see you here next week. Ito na naman pa isang oras ng masayang kwentuhan at libreng konsultasyon kasama ang ating mga health and medical experts. And next week, nako, medyo special yung ating episode in celebration, advanced celebration ng World TB Day. This will be the very first Alaga Health Live episode that will also be streamed on the DOH Facebook page and the USAID Facebook page, among others. And we're very excited that we will have guests from USAID and DOH that will be coming to our program as well. So you wouldn't want to miss that. And hopefully we'll see you here next week as well. So with that being said, once again, I'm Doc Dex Galban at nagpapalala na tayo'y siguraduhin na alagaan ang kalusugan para mas umunlad ang ating bayan. Muli, ito po ang Alaga Health Live. See you next week and good night, everyone! Bye!